Hello, the House of Tarot YouTube followers and listeners. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing a mini series, a mini spread of Wuthering Heights Haunted Hearts. So this is going to be a love reading. This is like a karmic reading. We're going to have karmic energy, binding energy, what might bind you guys together. So if this reading interests you, please follow along, stay along. Take what resonates with you personally. Do not leave the rest. Not every reading is made for everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. This is our Wuthering Heights Haunted Hearts mini spread reading. So what binds us together in this love? What is binding us together for my dear listener? The Fool. Dreaming, hopes, desires, also somewhat with the ego, like just kind of getting the things you guys want from each other at all costs, or the things you guys want in general at all costs. I feel like you guys are very binded with illusions as well. So possibly illusions of love, illusions of being together and what that may mean with each other. Just different kinds of childlike as well natures, childlike illusions, childlike mannerisms or ways of being. So binding you guys together is also kind of a possession of childlike nature. So puppy love as well. So you guys may exhibit to one another just something that they may not get from other people because of possibly the age you guys could be in, so the demographics. But once you guys are together, you guys kind of invest in some sort of different type of love. So some sort of naturistic, as well as I'm seeing kind of just blindness, kind of just living life in a very fun loving way, kind of just going for the thing, no plans, no repercussions, no kind of like you could leave things burning on the stove because you guys decided to go on a walk together. And I feel like something binding is just a childlike nature of some sorts, just some sort of also blindfoldedness, some sort of just kind of going without thinking, going through life without really putting much thought into it, just kind of, I would say intuitively, which is not a bad thing either. Enjoying life intuitively with a good nature, a fun loving nature. So something that binds you guys could be also your freedom. Possibly you guys are free of jobs, free of schedules, things like that, where you guys get to have a lot of fun together. You guys get to do a lot of things together, and you're possibly the only one, or this person is the only one on the receiving end that you get to experience this with. We're going to take a tea leaf with this, and there's spiritual love. So a lily and spiritual love. This could be something kind of from soulmate love as well. So spiritual love just could be something a little bit more spiritual. So possibly you both are kind of more into the spirituality, like tarot readings, different types of meditations, different types of retreats, ayahuascas, like just things like that. So I do see like you guys partake in the same kind of process of life, or the way you process things, processing life as well. So that's kind of what I get for what binds you together. And it's possibly this is the only person that may be open to things like this. This could also be in food. This is the only person that you guys can kind of go and try new things, because a lot of people that you possibly associate with are very into just a black and white type of menu, but this person likes to color outside the box, kind of try different things. So there's kind of a lot of fun loving, free nature, just free nature, go now, ask questions later that you guys are binded to for life. And it's also within your spirituality, possibly religion. Just maybe some of you guys are into the same religion and you don't find many love interests that are into that religion, are into your particular religion. We're gonna go ahead and ask the next question, because we got the card right away, and the question is what keeps us apart? So we have the King of Pentacles, and I guess I feel this could be rules, regulations, possibly money, family money. Possibly one of you come from family money. You might be cut off if you go with this person in particular, or vice versa. They might feel like their family already kind of have a set path for them, and by going with you in some way, they're going to get cut off financially, or cut off from some sort of inheritance of some sorts. This is kind of very specific. So another thing that could be keeping you guys apart is also jobs, possibly locations where your job might be taking you versus them, things like that. Possibly one of you will find a resolution for this. I feel like the right person that can make the resolution, that can make the move, that can make the bend for this, kind of becoming a traveling such and such or things like that, or working remotely would be it. But something that keeping you guys apart, I feel like it's not your love particularly, it's just demographics, it's the atmosphere, it's parents, it's also possibly money where maybe spiritually one of you guys wishes to be with somebody that's more well off, and the person that you really find your connection with, even like a spiritual love connection, is not going to be able to participate in taking care of you the way you thought you would, or vice versa, you won't be able to take care of them. So there is some sort of dynamic of money being involved, of status being involved as well, that could be keeping you guys apart, or could kind of, if you guys feel like you're together now, it could kind of shake things up in the long run. So being aware of that, not always having a resolution for that, but kind of getting comfortable with that discomfort, getting comfortable with the discomfort of possibly not being at the status that you thought there would be, and kind of still staying within your or their self-esteem. So they're not always having to reassure you. So they're not kind of fighting the enemy and then having to console you as well. Like you guys both could be fighting the enemy of what's keeping you apart, which is a path. It's not really one another. So don't make the problem one another. So I'm seeing something very positive for your love. I feel like it's not particularly a lack of love or something within them or you. It's just kind of ties, family ties, wealth ties, demographics, things like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take a tea leaf, and we have a wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. So someone, okay, so this on the other side of the coin could be someone is trying to come between you guys. Also, don't let it affect you, where that person at the end has to start taking care of your self-esteem and your feelings about everything. I feel like stay focused on who this someone is, or whether it's this something. Stay focused on that being the problem, not each other, because you guys do have a very good nature towards one another. So who holds the power right now? What's holding the power? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So time, I'm also getting possibly the right person, not the right time. So timing could be a problem that's holding a lot of power over you guys. So there could be some sort of age gap relationship as well. For a lot of you, some sort of gap in between what you need to be doing and love. So what you're supposed to be doing, if some of you are supposed to going into farther education, a retreat somewhere further, if this includes religion or spirituality or family ties, and time. So will this relationship survive the test of time? I feel like that's what's holding the power. It's not particularly one of you or the other or a person. I see that Wheel of Fortune will be time and places. So the Wheel of Fortune can also be kind of like, I see as north, east, southwest, I kind of see a compass in this. So this could be like places where you need to be versus where the relationship is going to exist. And who's going to make that change? Who's going to bend? Who's going to leave something behind? Or who's going to follow the other person? And really be careful with what this might be. Okay, we have a dog. Protection from a powerful friend. Okay. This could just be meaning a dog, just something that kind of holds you down, that grounds you, kind of like a protection pet, or what's it called? Emotional support animals. So something like that, looking into that for both of you or for one of you. This could also be splitting up a dog. So some of you are having to be somewhere where one person has to be here and one person has to be there. There has to be some sort of distance between you, and you guys share a dog currently. There's also that coming in for some of you, where you're going to, that possibly what binds you guys together as well. It's just like another binding thing, like some other thing that binds you is keeping it together also for this powerful friend, this animal of some sorts, the love for an animal. Okay, is this karmic or destiny? I'm seeing as karmic. So the 9 of Swords is a very sad time, and I feel like it's some sort of karmic thing that you have to pay for in some way, or they have to pay for, and you're just an innocent bystander in this. But there is a feeling of of sadness, because there might not be a resolution at the end of the day. Some things just do not have a resolution, and it probably just means time. Time is the resolution. It's possibly, for some of you, it could be that today, right now, is not the right time, but it is the right person. And that keeps coming up a lot, like right person, wrong time. So if some of you are meeting like right after high school and you're supposed to go to college and there's going to be distance, some of you are meeting right after college, but there's further education for at least one of you, where it's taking you to a different school, a different state to finish the degree or to finish the trade of some sorts. So there is some sort of karmic destiny involved in this. So possibly a different time where you kept two people apart. And it doesn't have to be in this lifetime that you can think of, or I don't want to, it's not to shame anybody. It's just like a time where two people couldn't be together because of something. And possibly you didn't even know of it. This could be your parents, like two parents that couldn't be together because you were a little baby, and mom had to be with you in the hospital for a very long time when the other person needed her or something. So some sort of thing having to do with karmic and time. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of reads on this. So kind of something you had no control over, and it's not your problem, it's not your fault, and you are suffering for it. So really be careful with this energy. Don't make the person that you're trying to be with or love become the enemy. They're not the enemy. This whole situation is the enemy. There is a wedge, and there is this deep spiritual love. I feel like it's a very sweet puppy love. So I'm not sure if this is a read for high schoolers, college people, or just new love, but this is definitely a sweet love. And this could even be people within age. Of course, this could be people well into 40s, 50s, 60s, but then you found this like spiritual love that feels so exciting and so fun, but there's something of a wedge in between everything. So we're going to go ahead and go with the karmic energy. Is this karmic or destiny? And we have a dark woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. I'm not really sure what that could mean for some of you, but this could be the karmic part of it. What is the final lesson of this love? What will you gain from this love? This is about overflow of emotions. So possibly tapping into vulnerability, tapping into really feeling what love is, what love means. This could set you up for the rest of your life if you're quite young. Just knowing what kind of love you will expect for the one you choose to spend your life with, because you experience this love that may be at the wrong place, wrong time now, but I feel like it's going to set you up for a love that sometimes you can't find around any corner. I feel like this is a very sweet, kind love. It feels powerful, it feels profound, it feels sweet, it feels unforgettable. And I feel like this sets you up for vulnerability, for really knowing what you want. This love sets you up for desiring and becoming the person that gets to get this, whether it's with this person, it gets to have it one more time again and another time again in this lifetime, because I feel like it kind of set you up mentally for what you would want from love, what you would want from a person, and possibly something you've never seen before. You've never seen this within other people that surround you. So you got to experience this and kind of now see it all over the place. Like when you hear stories or when you see movies and things like that. We're going to go ahead and take a tea leaf for this one as well. So what is the final lesson of this love? And we also have a flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. And that's what I'm talking about, is like it kind of introduced you to something that you'll never replicate, but it will set you up like a foundation. It will set up the foundation for what you expect out of life, what you expect out of people, what you expect out of love ultimately. And I feel like it's soul love. So again, we're going back to the spiritual love, and I see the word soul love. So there's something like that coming in, soul love, and they'll set you up to find the one, and whether this person survives the test of time to stay in a paradigm that paradigm, I can't find the word right now, but that somehow comes back to you at some place and some time. It might be, but that's really all I'm picking up for this reading. This was our mini spread for Wuthering Heights Haunted Hearts, and this did end up kind of being a haunted heart reading. For some of you might not feel like you're going to get to be with this person, but you know they exist and you know they're there. And I feel like it's setting you up for a profound emotional time of love, even loving yourself the way this person loved you. Like you're not going to accept breadcrumbs from another person ever. So with that, my dear listener, please just take what resonates and leave the rest. I do offer readings at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. I could use this mini spread reading. If you're interested, come message me there. We could put a price together and a listing together to get this to you and kind of hear your situation of what's going on. So with that, my dear listener, take what resonates, leave the rest, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.